are you doing?
Sneaking.
Yes, of course, but I mean, what are you doing?
I call it crouch walking. It's the ultimate battlefield stealth technique. I developed it myself when I realized I wouldn't always have a box on hand. See, I get to lie low and silent my footsteps, perfect for a jungle environment like this.
Seems quite strenuous.
Yeah, it is. It's great for the glutes. You should see my ass. It looks incredible.
Well, be careful out there, Snake. Using new techniques on the battlefield is usually inadvisable.
You worry too much, Major. Remember, I was trained by the boss herself. We're in there.
The snake eater.
We're eating snakes today.
The
No
Delta.
one hears a word they say. Okay, so right off the bat, audience, I'm going to establish one thing. If I use invisible somewhere in this Let's Play, it is out of weakness. It is a failure on my part. Because as much as I want to, I shouldn't. Because that is a song for MGS5. That is a song that only works for Venom Snake. Right? But, I think we should skip that part and get to... Let it play when we actually get there in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. This is a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater with Unreal Engine 5 graphics, but most everything untouched. There are a few control differences, such as you can now crouch walk, which I think, for me specifically, makes it a better game by default, because I love crouch walking in Metal Gear. I think it just brings the whole experience together. As a piece of art, obviously the original will survive longer and is more culturally important, but as far as a Metal Gear that I would want to play more often than any other, there's Revengeance, and then there is a game that controls like MGS5 but has the story and pacing of MGS3. You feel me? Now you can, as you see, I already have a little time in this. I was mostly just dicking around, skipping cutscenes, because I wanted to, because I had the game and I wanted to play it a little bit, but haven't done much beyond that. Barely got past the prologue, and we're just gonna. Also, it says an hour and 30, but a lot of that is like me with the controller down as I'm doing something else. So I'm really not. I'm fairly unspoiled on differences, but there aren't many differences to be had. So let's go ahead and get into it. I've already adjusted options to be, you know, good. I have subtitles large and on. And already look at this. We have new options here, right? And if you look at the bottom right, it shows you what you actually get from this choice, which I think is an objective improvement. Because when I said I like MGS2 when I first played 3, and I was playing as Raiden out of nowhere, I was like, oh no! You know?
Yep.
So, today, we got Uniform Mummy, DPM Uniform Auscam Desert Tiger, Flecktorn, Face Green and Brown. We got the green and brown. We got the banana. National Flags for MGS5, and Grenade. There's a specific joke I want to do with the national flag face. So we're gonna pick MGS5 today. Sound good, Ricky?
Yeah, you're playing.
Yep. We're gonna do new style. I'm gonna do normal. Oh, I didn't mean to go back that far.
What happened?
I need to go in options because I think I have the legacy filter on. I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and have that off so we can show the new, the mostly new graphics. I checked.
What was the other legacy thing?
You're choosing legacy mode, as in like with the fixed camera angles. That's what that is for. I'm pretty sure.
Well, wasn't it also set to legacy? That's why I asked.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because we're not going to be playing that. We're going to be playing this.
Huh.
We're gonna hide tips because they get in the way a lot. Actually, from what I saw, they're ugly. They're disruptive.
After the end of World War II,
Bring us in straight politics. All right. So here's the thing. audience. I love this game. I love it a lot. I think it's a wonderful game. I think most Metal Gears are wonderful games. This one in particular, I think the beginning is so ass. It's like a straight hour of cutscenes and codec calls. So, yeah, we're just gonna push through this. I don't know how much Ricky and I are gonna be talking. Yeah. Also, we had an option between graphics and performance mode. I chose performance so we can get that nice 60 FPS, you know what I mean? I also looked at the difference and it is negligible visual wise, so yeah, we're fine. Also, you're watching on YouTube, so you're not gonna fucking see the difference. Look at those new graphics, Ricky.
This video will be in 4K when it's uploaded, so if it's not 4K, that's a joke. It won't be in 4K.
I mean, it can be.
No, it's not.
I uploaded so much of the KH1 playthrough in 4K, and I thought, so that's one criticism I have, is whenever they do that fade out, the frame rate halves. There's two things on screen, so we can only allocate half the frames to each one. I uploaded so much of the KH1 playthrough in 4K, and when you watch those videos in the 4K, it looks like you're playing the game on your screen. It looks incredible. But each video file size was like ginormous, and it took so long to render. It's not worth it, man. Maybe this first video, as a treat, I'll upload it in 4K for y'all, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But I've been very excited for this. I've been super duper excited. Not just to play this game, but to let's play it. This is fucking MGS3, man. This is Snake Eater. You know what motherfuckers were saying about this game when it came out? They were saying it's good. Really good. They said, you don't have to play as gay Raiden anymore? Sign me up. Yeah, people were weird back in the day. I'm a Raiden fan. I'm a mega fan of Raiden. So that's another thing, using real lighting to make that, to just brighten up that scene there, that's neat, you know, that used to just be like white, just pure white. So far, I have liked the artistic choices they've made with this game, like visual artistic choices. What do you think so far, Ricky? This look like how you expected?
Yeah. It's yeah, pretty much. This is how 12-year-old me saw it.
Yeah, right. Now, I say the intro sucks, but this part specifically is badass. This is awesome.
Yeah, it goes hard.
This goes hard as fuck, bro.
3, 2, 1. Spread your wings and fly. God be with you.
The music swell, bro. That was awesome. If you're in 2005 and you just bought this game and you put it in your PS2, you're going fucking nuts. And now you're not going nuts. So,
now for the debriefing.
Audience, how much do you know about the Cuban Missile Crisis? Because if you don't know anything, you better fucking learn. Oh, David Hayter, I love you so much. I still can't believe they replaced Snake's voice in 5. Like, I think that's one of the one. Oh, there's more than one mistake Kojima's made in his life, game making, but that one is just crazy. What a bad idea that was. I just realized I'm streaming this to Ricky in 720p.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'm watching it on my 4K monitor.
Perfect. This is the true audience experience, the Flaccid audience.
You're going?
So, Ricky and I had lengthy discussions about how we want to handle this. Like, do we talk over cutscenes? Do we just shut up and appreciate? Like, what do we do? What do we want to do? And we kind of just decided we'll wing it and see how we feel. But, you know, the question still looms over me. I don't know. We're watching real footage right now.
Technician to head of a design bureau. That's quite a success story. So why do you want
That's quite a success story.
And it's just like this for like fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah. We really wanted to, at the very least, get this shit behind us, so that the rest of the LP can be smooth sailing. Next time we record, Ricky, it will surely be much more palatable and fun than this.
Yeah, I'm pretty low energy today anyway, so...
Yeah, we're here to... Cuban Missile Crisis.
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left.
How long do you think it took to make this cutscene? Like a team of however many people. How long did they work on this cutscene?
I mean, that all kind of depends. Like, the entire team could be kept waiting on someone's voice acting to come in, right?
I mean, yeah, but like... Yeah.
October 16, 1962.
Historians say the Cuban Missile Crisis is the closest we've ever come to nuclear war.
Did you know?
Did you know? Here, I will say something embarrassing. I practice my Did You Know Gaming Did You Know in the shower, in case one day we get big enough that they invite me to do an episode.
But the Soviets didn't back down.
Isn't that embarrassing? Isn't that funny, audience? Aren't you entertained?
I just say it because it's fun to say.
Did you know? If they ever do a Fallout episode, they should get Ricky.
I'll just ramble for like 30 minutes.
You already know everything. You don't need the scripts. You're reading
like,
through it. Go ahead.
Fallout lore is fucking crazy. Like it's a lot. If you're not reading like literally every terminal and like document and all that jazz, you're missing something. So
Ricky reading the Did You Know Gaming script and going, wow, y'all, this is some basic shit. Is this the beginning of an iceberg? What the hell, y'all? I came here to give some knowledge, not elementary stuff. That's Ricky. That's Ricky in the booth. Then they kick him out, along with his horse, whiskey, and pistol. All things iconic to Ricky.
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time,
what was
we
he
had no
working
idea.
on?
Was he working?
I have a guess.
Was it Metal Gear? Was it the progenitor to Metal Gear? Metal Gear.
This sure looks like close-up of Metal Gear.
Ricky, how do you feel about the Solid Snake form of conversation?
What?
Well, the Solid Snake form of conversation is you can keep someone talking by just whatever they say at the end of a sentence.
Oh, right.
You just go.
Then a month ago,
You just say it again, but with a question mark at the end.
About Sokolov.
Yeah.
Question mark at the end.
yes, he was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue.
It's very effective. Can we do that to James sometime, just while we're on a call, and see how long it takes him to notice?
He won't notice.
He won't. You think he just won't notice at all?
Space rockets.
Yeah.
No,
That's fair.
Same technology.
Man, Major sure is
I
British.
guess you're right. We don't know the details.
I-
but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear
But he's like,
For half
he's
a
like
year now,
posh
Soviets have
British.
been conducting
Yeah.
nuclear tests
He's not
on
Cockney.
Palatins.
Something to do
Like,
with
he-
weapon, I assume.
We're talking
He
about
was
a
involved
weapon
with
so
a
big that
war,
Russians ready to pull out of Cuba
and
get back.
like,
Sokolov's still in the
just,
facility.
I don't know, that it's just like wartime British people are just like completely different, I guess.
He's quite proper.
To the west, that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
In all media I've consumed. Yeah.
Nice name for a virtuous mission.
Virtuous
They moved in there
mission.
just recently.
I just fucked up.
Conducting a field test of the weapons.
Like
It's our
imagine
best chance of getting back.
this cutscene, this 20-minute cutscene, but instead of Major having his like
This is our
David
last
Bowie
chance.
accent,
Sokolov must have known
he's
that somebody
Cockney.
contacted us.
Just think about that.
I think the public would hate it, but I would love it.
Yeah.
So I think in a second here we're going to get to see one of the features of this game. A lot of the cutscenes offer you to press R1. It will be indicated in the top right. And you will get to see out of Snake's perspective. I think that's fun. That gives them a level of interaction that isn't like a QTE, you know? It's just, it gives replayability, you know? I watched it in first person the first time, but what if I just don't do that? See, there you go, right there. Isn't that neat? I like that.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure they brought that back in MGS 4, but not 5.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be
What is that thing on his arm? Is it like a pressure sensor?
I would guess an altimeter.
Ah, that makes sense,
How
yeah.
high you are.
Yeah.
Once we've confirmed the
Parachuting would hurt, wouldn't it? Also, sometimes you can like actually move the camera. Now
Yeah,
that...
I feel like,
Go ahead.
I don't know, I feel like parachute harnesses are built in a very specific way. Now, like World War II parachute harness, I bet you get bruised the fuck up.
Oh my god, absolutely.
I'm familiar with the theory.
Ricky, if you happen to be one of those guys that's like really into like war history, boy, is this the right LP to bring that up in.
Yeah. I mean, it's, I like I said, I played this game when I was like probably 11 or 12. And this, it was just the most badass shit I've ever seen in my
absolutely.
life. Like, look at this monitor she's using. Look at that shit.
I played MGS 2 around that same age, and I felt the same. It was the most badass shit I'd ever seen in my life. I'll say, oh, what was I gonna say? I'm failing at Let's Play, Ricky. You have to carry. Oh, I remember. They started talking about the Fulton recovery system. That thing that you use to yank people up in, like, in Peace Walker and 5. Oh, that is already fucking horse shit. That is insane. They did not have that shit in the 60s. They didn't have it in the 80s either in 5, but it's still just like, wow.
I mean, yeah, it's a fiction video game.
I know, but it's absurd, the thought of it. But this game has magic.
I mean, yeah, but like, do you remember MGS2? Like, do you remember the Fat Man?
Yeah.
Like, the whole concept?
No, it's all very silly and goofy, but we love it.
Now, the bosses in this game? Holy shit. Like, dude.
I was thinking to myself, I was trying to compare which MGS has the best league of bosses, right? The best boss lineup. And, now Snake did not have to do it that way. He did not have to take the mask off that way. But, you know, yes he did, actually. Look at that model. That looks so good. That's a beautiful Snake. So, my thought was, 1, 2, and 3 all have such good boss lineups that you start to think, well, maybe one's weaker than the others. Like, 2, maybe. But then, like, nah, bro, Vamp is there. You can't deny Vamp. So it's just, 1, 2, and 3 all have incredible lineups. 4, not so much. But that's kind of on purpose. They're supposed to be, like, faceless, nameless people. Because that's kind of the theme of the game, is that war has spread so far, you know? And has been so automated. So here's a few features of the codec calls in this game. You get to look at different angles of the caller, as well as get a little bio on them, right? He's a male, his nationality is UK, right? You can move the camera around a little bit. Snake's mouth doesn't move because I don't blame them, that would be a lot. We could fast forward if we were cowards.
Major Tom, it's Major Tom.
Major Tom.
He said it.
He did say it. Ricky, this game's boss lineup, though, even the weaker ones are so damn goofy that you just gotta love them. The fear, bro, the lizard man crawling on trees and shit.
If you ask me, I think, and now it's been a long time since I've played this game, but recently watching Vamp and MGS2, I think none of them are as goofy as Vamp.
Vamp is actual paranormal activity. It is.
Yep.
It is insane.
I see. Well,
Who was the shaman in MGS1? What was his name? The big black guy who... He kind of looked like Heavy from TF2.
It's stuck on a branch.
Bro, I don't remember.
His build. What was his
Was he
name?
in the Twin Snakes?
He was in Twin Snakes.
and press the action button.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's fine. Well, it'll come to us, or me. Most recent experience I've had with Metal Gear, I think, was playing MGS2 in front of you, Ricky. Just because I wanted to replay it, but not record it.
Yep.
That was a fun time. People kept coming in and talking over the cutscenes.
So much.
So
Which was kind of fine to a degree because, like, holy shit, this cutscenes go on forever.
all right, now audience, you might be thinking, that didn't last an hour. Don't you worry. You remember in Mario Sunshine how you get to play the game for like 1 minute and then it hits you with more cutscenes that are really long? Yeah. So before that happens, I want to get into a few nitty-gritty details, right? So first of all, the very first thing I noticed when playing, the locomotion of Snake, fucking crazy. Not at all the same as it was. He now controls like a modern AAA character, which I don't think I prefer. I don't think I like that. In the original MGS3 and all the way up to 5, the characters control incredibly mechanically. You can like spin on an axis. Like if I do this, I'm spinning the stick right now. Snake will just rotate, just rotate over and over. When you do that here, obviously the character is getting tripped up a lot, right? So I don't like that as much. I like my Metal Gear to feel very mechanical, very professional, and very immediate. So that's a criticism I have. However, we have some good things here. First of all, we have crouch walking. And just like MGS5, you can do it whilst moving. You don't have to stay still. Therefore, making this game one of the best Metal Gear games of all time already, right? You can hold it to go prone, and the prone is great, looks awesome. Also, as you can see, the camera angle is not only not fixed, but it's also a little different than how it was in the original subsistence version of Metal Gear Solid 3. Very over the shoulder, very like modern day, right? I don't mind it at all. I think it's cool. We can show off a few things. We still have the roll, which I'm going to be honest, like I'm glad they kept it for preservation's sake. Oh, wow, look at the leaves like trailing on them. See, look at these details, man. Very, very detail oriented. Very good. The roll's good, still has a ginormous hitbox. Let me get that. Got the mushroom. Roll is on triangle, which is fine enough, I suppose. Reload is on square. Crouch is on circle. Standard default things, pretty good. Pretty good. I like the layout. I got used to it pretty quickly. Clicking R3 adjusts the view like that. Now, if you're wondering why am I going over the control details so much, well, this is like the only thing that's actually different from the original game, right? Is the controls. They're way more modernized and play way more like MGS5. Not precisely. There's still a difference. I still think 5 feels better. Because 5, I saw a post on, I think, Twitter at the time before it was ruined, of someone saying, I think MGS5 is the greatest feeling game of all time to control. And I just couldn't deny it. I couldn't, like, think of a rebuttal. Like, I don't necessarily agree. I'm sure there's a game I prefer to control. But, like, nah, man, that is such a normal opinion to have. I think that's totally an acceptable thing to say. Obviously, aim and shoot is L2 and R2. We have a new feature, L1, is stalking mode. We're getting creepy. We're creeping up on them. This is to replace originally the D-pad, Ricky, was used to walk very slowly, so slow that enemies won't hear you. Now that's on a button along with the analog stick. I like this. I like that a lot. R1 still goes to first person mode. Look at that fucking detail, bro. This is a AAA ass game. That grass looks crazy. And we're in fidelity mode right now. Sorry, we're in performance mode, not even fidelity mode right now.
Fun fact, a Nintendo 64 couldn't render a single blade of grass like that. Not a single one.
This is true. It would take 100,000 Nintendo 64s to do this. Any other things I can show off right now? Okay, so one change I fucking adore. Your inventory and weapon swapping and all that is now on the D-pad. So I hold right on the D-pad. With the right analog stick, I move my shit around, and then I just confirm. Boom. Or just even let go. It feels fantastic. That immediacy I was talking about, absolutely there. It is fucking wonderful. And a fantastic feature, immediate camo swap. Damn it. I can't swap camo until I get the backpack. Also, you can just click to equip and unequip. Fucking fantastic change. That element of the control scheme, I absolutely adored. 10 out of 10, no notes on that. If you make any more Metal Gear games, do it exactly like that again. Final thing I want to show off before we actually get back to cutscene time. So I want to show off what the legacy filter looks like. So the legacy filter, it's the piss filter from the original. And by God, I was playing this game with the legacy filter on. It's not the exact same. It doesn't make the game just look perfectly like the original. But it's going for the same thing and achieving it, I think. This makes the game look like that old-timey aesthetic that people loved so much about Original 3. And motherfucker, if you were complaining about how the game looked beforehand, play it like this. I promise it'll make a difference. I think this looks fantastic. I think they did a wonderful job with it. The rest of the filters, absolute dog shit, just as most video game filters are. Fucking blue, I guess? Modern day action movie? Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. What we got? What? Retro brown? Look at that, bro. Who's gonna play with this?
Yeah, but okay, I'll defend this right quick.
Okay.
It may not be for you, but I'm sure somebody lost their fucking shit when they saw the retro brown filter was there or the monochrome filter was there.
What about the nostalgic filter? What is this supposed to be, Ricky?
I don't know, but it's made for somebody. It's not made for you.
It's not made for me.
I'm glad it's there.
You're right, it's not made for me. Ooh, you know, you want to go ahead and turn off like motion blur? I haven't looked at the game with motion blur off. I want to see that. Depth of field, sure. And real quick, we can change the mode to quality. Oh, 30 FPS! See, do you see any tangible difference there? Damn, look at the lighting on that plant, though. What the fuck? Pretty game. Very pretty game. It looks like they spent a lot of money.
Now, can you look directly down at your feet?
Nope.
And then walk forward? Can you walk backward? Okay. That's all I need to say.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not playing this shit at fucking 30 FPS, bro. You can't make me. I've only ever played the HD versions of this game. I'm not going back to under 60. You can't make me. You can't make me. Also, when you're not aiming, R2 is your attack button. I got that.
I'll also I'll say this. I am a big fan of taking games and changing their control scheme, or the graphics too, like whatever it takes to be modern, to be like accessible to a 2025 person who is not like nostalgic for Metal Gear or whatever, or Resident Evil is a good point for me.
Ricky loves the Resident Evil remakes.
The Resident Evil 2 remake is like a perfect game.
It really is.
It is like it's hard to suggest anything that would make it actually better.
Ricky, I will ask real quick, can you continue this conversation while Major and Snake are talking?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, awesome. Please continue.
So the fact, like, I haven't played this, I don't own this, but the fact that they gave it a modern AAA control scheme and it controls like a modern AAA game, that is a huge plus for me, because I want it to control and feel good versus feeling like Metal Gear, if that makes sense.
Got it.
Feel good to me, specifically.
Now, You know, that's not necessarily a beloved opinion.
After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will
I mean,
start
yeah,
to
like, that's fine. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm,
I am all for remaking the game like from scratch and changing things.
heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina.
Like if like I have tried in like an emulator to go back and play MGS3.
Your knife to hunt.
Not for me. I won't say it's dog shit because there are people who like it. You like it.
It's been fitted with
I do like
It's
it.
not for me though. It's not like it was when I was 12 and all I had was a PS2.
the noise
Yeah,
suppression effect will be
awesome.
gone.
Really good game.
Don't get too triggered with it.
In the year of our Lord 2025, it's not
Any weapons and
it's
equipment
it's
beyond
not the
what you're
play
carrying now,
for me.
you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find
So
someone
yeah, I
else.
fully support their
What
decision
crazy idea
to
was this anyway?
make it feel the way they did.
I'll weigh in on this and say I certainly don't want game controls or game systems and feel to be homogenized. I don't want that at all. But when we do these remakes, this is pretty much a remaster. It's so similar to the original. There's only tweaks, right? The graphics are completely remade, but they're all doing like it's not like an FF7 remake where it's just a brand new game or Resident Evil 2 where it's a brand new game. This is very faithful, right? And
Then I'll just have to take care of myself.
changing control setup. First of all, they have the old control scheme in this game, right? If you choose, you can go in the options, and not only do they already have the old control scheme as a pre-made setup, you can also just make it. It has complete button mapping. So long as options are here, there's no argument worth having, right? With controls. I'll say, even beyond that, this game, the fact that you can take every single control and lay it out into a way that's much more comfortable for the modern taste and nothing is lost,
I'll keep it in mind.
then like what was so unique about the original in the first place? Remember, Kojima, when going from 3 to 4 to 5, made the controls more normal to modern taste, you know? Like, it wasn't intentional so much. The controls were made with intention, but had they known that something would be a lot more ubiquitous and work better for most people, they would have done that a lot of the time. Like, a lot of things people attribute to active choice in game making. Like, let's say there was a hilarious interview with a PS1 developer who was talking about, like, we fucking hated the shimmering and the jagged edges and the polygon warping when we were making games. We did everything we could to get rid of that shit, and we never could. And now people are doing it on purpose because of nostalgia. Y'all are fucking crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand. So, you know,
I wasn't joking.
keep that person in mind sometimes. There's also the integrity of this game itself, right? Like, this is not a Kojima-made production. This is Konami remaking the game because Kojima's gone and they want to use the Metal Gear IP. But I have a few things to say to that. One, us Let's Playing this, brother, it's relevant. it's more relevant. It makes more sense to play this than the original. You know, I love Kojima. I love all his games. I'm gonna buy his new games. Like, it's fine. But it's I don't like the way us as gamers and journalists attribute, hey, it's the boss. You know, she's voiced by Pearl from SpongeBob. Did you know that, Ricky?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you that fact while we were playing MGS2.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So, okay, so this is insane of Snake. That was psychotic, him knowing the exact time and date since the last time he saw her. What the fuck was that? They just brushed past that? No, you can't do that. You can't do that. What the fuck are you doing, Jack?
Well, maybe he's autistic.
So, That is a headcanon that I 100% believe in. I think Big Boss is autistic, and we will have scenes. We will have scenes as evidence. Trust me, that'll happen. Excuse me. I don't like attributing an entire AAA game's production to one person. You know, this is a group effort, and so many important people worked on this game other than Kojima. And a lot of them are here in the credits of this game, right? So, it's not his own, it's not his baby as much as people say. It still is, I guess. But not to the extent. He wanted to pawn this game off to his team, and he didn't want to work on it, mind you. The original MGS3, he did not want to make this game, but they couldn't figure it out without him. So he had to come back, because I guess he's a really good director. But like, he is having fun making Death Stranding and horror games with Jordan Peele. He is fine. I'm sure the man is doing fine. And even so, like I said, they put crouch walking in Metal Gear Solid 3. You can't stop me from playing this one, bro! They're talking about the themes of the game right now, by the way. We're getting thesis statement currently.
So, going back right quick to your talking about Kojima. There's a book that I read. I haven't finished it, but it's called The Innovators, and it's about computing history. And it's written by a guy who wrote like he wrote like Steve Jobs' biography before he died. I think before he died. But he mentions a lot in that book how often in computing history and, you know, history in general, we like to attribute something to one person. Like, it's like, yeah, Steve Jobs, iPhone, you know, Tim Berners-Lee, internet, you know, whatever it is. It's like, we like to put most of that credit towards that one person. But he likes to emphasize in that book how these things are like huge teams of people who are like working all together to do this one thing. It's a lot easier to just say, yeah, you know, Kojima did Metal Gear, but I think we do that a lot in video games too, like with Miyamoto and Mario and Sakurai and what is it, Smash Brothers?
Yes,
or
yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that is important to think about in general. Is like, you know, these things take a village. It's not just one person who should be attributed.
That's right. The legendary unit.
It would appear to be just like
The Cobra unit. A group of heroes
human nature to attribute accomplishment to single people. People do it with even like sports, you know. Like, as much as
I can't think of
Michael Jordan was a superstar of basketball, he still had like the best team in the world too. You know, he didn't carry them on his shoulders per se. That's interesting. I do want. Is this a capitalism thing? Is this human nature? What is this? Death Stranding 3 will be about this.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh?
I was thinking the other day, like, it's so hard to
I'm probably pretty rusty.
differentiate human nature from like our capitalism consciousness, because it's all we've ever known, or our personal lives. And even then, our history, like the entire, say, American history has been capitalism, and the countries of origin, pretty much like every European country, was doing some form of capitalism, if not just straight up our normal capitalism. Like, we've been doing it for so long that so much of what we fundamentally do or think about things is steeped in that, in our systems, when that's not necessarily, you know, the way we are by nature. I mean, for God's sake, aren't we supposed to sleep twice a day or something like that?
Snake, try to
Yeah,
remember
it's
some of
like
the basics of
it's supposed to
CQC.
supposedly better for you to sleep in like 4-hour shifts.
I can see it. Because God knows 8 hours doesn't work for me. I wake up and I feel like shit, bro.
Commencing virtuous mission now.